Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now here's Reed. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the... They've got it at the 35.
And that can be frustrating for a defense sometimes, man. You get the stop, you force the punt, and then your offense gives it right back. And it's frustrating, but you've got to be able to handle those ebbs and flows, the roller coaster ride. When your offense puts you in a bad spot like they did here, you have to be able to answer.
On the direct snap, it's Bishop. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Warren. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. Wanted out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the ground, he's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game. Find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Might have a chance. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Throwing Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Handoff to the lone back. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his man. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Turnovers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come at different points in the game, and they come from different parts of the game. On special teams, to get a turnover, man, that is huge.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Smashes it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M's offense takes the field ready to get this drive going. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. They get to him as he throws. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Reed. Zings it complete to the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards. and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop. Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Working that left side now. Plows through the defense. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Here's a heat, and they got it.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page. These last 2 drives, obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out, really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football, and then it comes to that one critical third down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one.
And what a game-changing play right there, because it looks like he's going to flip the field with a really good punt return, but then he coughs it up, and just like that, the offense is back on the field.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got...
Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab in the end zone. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He might want another play. Finding an escape route. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up for the PAT. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Going for two here to try to make the lead 7.
Booster!
Looking to throw. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Creates a little space. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Second down coming up. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Reed to the air again. Into the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The run inside. It's Edwards. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short?
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Quarterback may change this route. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes a catch. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Stepping to the right. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Bringing the heat. And he never had a chance. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Splits the uprights. Good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing Reed. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Trying to make magic with his feet. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Tigers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Unleashes one. Working on the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Texas A&M going up tempo. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them.
Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. quickly to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Red pass, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wide receiver going in motion. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd and 6 yards to go. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Back open in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
The Volunteers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Got his man in the middle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And sometimes I think there are decisions, and you got to make the tough decisions, and that's your job. That's why you get paid the big bucks. But I'm taking the lead. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm taking no chances.
And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Reed. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
It's complete to the left. Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Makes the grab. Breaks free, and he might be gone. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Again, it's Reed. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one out front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end. Last time, David sort of curbs. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They'll ride the hot hand. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Here's a little room there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Reed unloads it left, and he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Making side adjustments here. Direct snap. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the D.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Here's Reed to throw. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force it incomplete.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. Got it down the field. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W.